I think we were driving out to North Dakota to hunt pheasants, 24-hour drive. My dad leaned over and said, "Hey, I've got this opportunity. It's not a done deal yet, but you might be going to Texas. Storyline's gonna be about you killing your first buck."
When I went told Hunter, his eyes lit up like saucers. What a better opportunity, come to Texas with my friend David Sams on his ranch that he has just done wonders with in 5 years to harvest his first buck. Chaos from a snowstorm in Seattle, 50-mile-an-hour winds, and our flight ended up being delayed, then canceled. My son Hunter, hopefully shooting his first buck ever, so it should be an exciting day. David's already got some bucks patterned. On the HuntStand activity report, we're already showing that this is one of our top days. At 8 a.m. we've got 80-some% activity. We got 3 hours of sleep, but we got here and we're going hunting.
Pretty excited this morning. Lots been leading up to this. I've been really getting ready and practicing on the range to make sure that the rifle's all sighted in. Really looking forward to getting out here today.
We're gonna go sit in the blind where I've seen a deer, a good mature buck, and saw him a couple days ago looking for does. All the deer out here are rutting pretty heavily right now, so we're gonna give that a try for about an hour, and then we'll probably get out and rattle as the sun comes up. The rattling was pretty good on Sunday afternoon or Sunday morning. We'll see what happens. It could be really exciting or it could be boring as could be, just like any deer hunt.
I mean, I didn't see Texas during the day. We drove throughout the night, woke up in the morning, still dark, and finally I get to see Texas with the sun on it. And oh, it's just beautiful. Immediately a deer was in the field. And slowly, a couple more started to trickle in. The smaller bucks were running the does off. It's 7:45, 8 o'clock, and all of a sudden I see a bigger bodied animal through the brush. And I'm like, "Hey David, I think I see a bigger buck coming."
What happened?
I don't It felt good. It felt smooth. I was calm and I pulled, and not sure if you could hear impact. All of a sudden, deer were running everywhere. Not sure if we have a buck down or not. I don't know how I feel.
We didn't hear impact. We don't know what's happened, so we're just gonna sit here and wait for a little while, see what we can figure out. Hopefully we go down there, there's a big old bunch of blood by that where he shot at him, so we'll know here in about 5 minutes.
If you've been hunting for any amount of time, most of us have been in this space, and it's not a good feeling. It sucks, and then you gotta wait. We waited probably 30 minutes before we were able to crawl down the blind and go actually check and look for blood.
It's dark blood, right? I don't know the difference in the blood, but he's dead. We'll find him. He's gonna be right back here.
Got blood. It's like a roller coaster of emotions, and so I went from didn't shoot the animal, missed, to got him down on the ground because I saw that blood, and then we got to go to find and follow the trail, and we lose the blood trail. We had blood right where I shot him, and then we lost the blood trail. I was feeling good. Now I'm feeling not so good. Go back to where I first saw that blood, and we're walking back, and about 50 yards from where that deer was standing, and David walks past me, and then I look to my left again, and I go, there he is, buck down.
Not want to wound one of those deer.
Thank you so much.
Sorry about all the weight.
That's how it goes.
Thank you. I can't thank you enough how special this is to me. Everything was racing through my mind.
I looked down at Hunter and looks up at me, tears. It was great. So I'm getting emotional about it. I mean, that's just me. I get emotional with people, anybody that's happy like that, because you just made that kid's life. Like, he will never forget that moment, ever in his life. And his grandkids will know about that day. He'll know every bit of that deer walking out and how he looked and how he shot him and how he found him. And that's the way hunting's all about. That's what we love so much about it.
I mean, I've been bow hunting elk for 8 years and had several encounters. Never been able to close the deal, and then 2022 it's nice to close out the year with my first buck for sure. That feeling is unmatched. Yeah, I felt it before, but I mean, it's every time you're kneeling over an animal that you just shot. It's the first time every time, you know. I immediately thought I couldn't wait for my dad to get over here because he wasn't in the blind with us. You know, we texted him, and David went to go pick him up, and he comes around the corner, and he's tearing up. He's got tears in his eyes because he's so happy for me.
Oh God, I'm so happy for you. I bet the emotions were just crazy.
I wasn't feeling good.
No, I can get it.
And then I was feeling good, and then I wasn't feeling good.
Man, the relief, the happiness for my son, because I know he's wanted this so bad to shoot a big game animal like a whitetail buck. And then when we went out there and I came up to him, man, I had tears in my eyes. We had a big hug, and it was cool. It was a special moment, especially knowing that for 30 minutes, he didn't know if he missed, wounded it, and all that, and I've been through that. That's an awful feeling.
Really cleaning my first big game animal here. I've helped my dad out with a doe I shot a couple years back, but nothing really like this just by myself, and it's really nice to have David here to show me the ropes.
Watching Hunter, and he is taking everything, like I said, to that level. Every duck we shoot, he takes the legs off, the hearts out, the gizzards. He couldn't wait to cut up his first big game animal like that.
The last few years, I've really gotten into cleaning and cooking wild game. I mean, it's my favorite thing about the hunting experience. It's where I've kind of geeked out. The only help I had was just guidance from Dave, someone that has cleaned hundreds of deer in his life. He told me where to make the cuts, and he told me how to do it, but I did it all myself, and it finally gave me what I was looking for, and it solidified me wanting to do this more.
He knows where it came from. He's touching it himself. He's cutting it himself. It's nice to see somebody take a deer from flying in, hunting that animal, doing the proper processing part of it all, and being able to cook that thing in such a great manner.
We just got the tenderloin from the buck we just cleaned. A little bit of back strap. Thought it would be cool to cook it over an open fire. So that's what we're gonna do. Pretty simple, just salt and pepper. Pretty much keep the back strap and tenderloin, simple as can be.
I'm telling you, some of the best part of hunting is eating the meal, and having the meat. I mean, and when I have buddies that don't do this or waste it, or they don't cook the bird clean, it drives me. I think that's a sin. I think it's a cardinal sin not to take care of your meat. And this is what it's all about. Well, here we are, second morning. We got a nice sleep finally. It was a great night last night, great meal. So we're just going out right now. You don't get a chance like this to watch these type of deer on a ranch like this in the rut. It is going to be a fun morning. We're going to bring the gun. There's some big hogs out here, so if a hog comes by, we're going to take that hog down also. This was just a crazy feeling, having 2.5, pretty much 3 more days to be out here. I'm like, what are we going to do, I mean, obviously there's deer everywhere, there's exotics running around. Basically, we've just been sitting in blinds, watching deer, just learning about the animals.
I haven't been around whitetails all that much, but this is just a really special experience. Being able to see, I think we've seen 7, 8 bucks this morning.
Wow, we just got done watching quite a show, and we're now gonna go rattle up some bucks and have some fun with them.
I think we rattled in 10 different bucks. They came running in. I mean, I had my gun on some sticks. I already shot a buck, but Dave was like, hey, if a deer comes by that I need to take down, you can shoot it. Just because it's a part of the process of managing your own herd.
The managing aspect of the deer herd, it gives you accomplishment of what you're doing. When you're shooting a lot of deer that are just kind of average deer, and you all of a sudden are looking at deer that are not so average, it's really kind of nice to see that happening.
I'm telling you, you come down here and you see how it is down in Texas. My whole perception has changed. This is fun. It's just another way to see whitetail, hunt whitetail. Even if you're a hardcore whitetail hunter in northern that loves sitting in a tree or spotting a stump, this is something you should experience.
Having Hunter and Mike here has just been a great experience. loved seeing what's happened with him and what he's learned here. Hopefully we'll see these boys back down here soon.
Takeaway from this weekend was, the first buck, of course, but really that's just icing on the top of the cake. Building a relationship with David, getting to know him, having and sharing this experience with my father, it's just been unmatched, and it has solidified my love for hunting big game.
Life is short, and if you don't have enough time, you got to make time to do these things, because getting young people out into the country, and it doesn't always have to be hunting, but man, it's amazing what their character, how they change, and life skills, and meeting other people, and David talking about the business aspect and life lessons. It's been an amazing experience, and to share that with your son or daughter, man, you better do it before you leave this beautiful, beautiful planet.